I moved to Atlanta, off of my church, but when I moved to Atlanta, that's when I really lost my likings for black churches. I went to 3 churches in Atlanta. I went to 3 churches in Atlanta, and one was small, and the other 2 were kind of like considered mega churches, but not really. So the small church, I enjoyed the church, but there was a service that they had, and literally, you guys, they stopped the service. They stopped the service, and they talked about all of the ministers that was on the stage that did not pay their tithes. They literally had the office manager bring out a list of people that did not pay their 10% to the church. And that's when I decided I was never going back to that one. So then I went to another church, and at that church, it was a really show me church. Like, you could tell as soon as you walk in, it was a show me church. Now, what changed my viewership, now I went to the church, I say I went there for a good 2 or 3 months, but I just could not get with the new stuff. Like, I really couldn't get with it. So when I first got there, they had the ATMs and stuff like that. I cannot stand seeing ATMs in the church. I really did not like that. But I was like, I'm there for the word. And I liked the way he talked. Like, I like preachers that teach lessons throughout services. That's the type of preacher that I like. So I did enjoy that. But I noticed the more and more I went to that church, the more stuff used to bother me. And I'm talking finances. Like, if a pastor liked what he liked, if he liked the finer things in life, that's fine. But I did start to notice little things. I did started to notice that, we'll have a fund. Like, they had this financial restoring thing, and like, they're like, restore your finances, right? Restore your finances. And I'm like, oh, these are classes that we could go to help us with, student loan debts, or paying off our car, or purchasing a house and stuff like that. And they'll be like, all for a down payment of $199. So you have to pay $199 to the church to learn how to work out your finances. So I'm thinking $199, you have over 20,000 members. Well, that's an exaggeration. You have over 2,000 members, however many members. Why do you need that? A lot of the classes that I'm used to going to in the church were often free. Like, I remember one summer I wanted to do Bible study throughout the summer, and you had to pay for the classes. I've never seen anything like that. And I understand people's time are not free, but I'm like, what are we doing with the funds that are often given to the church?